Hi guys, Joanna Charlton here, holistic life coach, and I have a PhD in immunology. I've been talking about habit creation and habits building for painless living, and so I thought I would do a video on today about how to easily create healthy habits and stick to them. We all know that we're creatures of habit, and we stick to and like the familiar. And normally we don't even choose the habits that we have in our lives. We do in our daily lives. So I just wanted to bring some awareness to that today and start to think about and show the importance of choosing good physical, mental, and emotional habits. So there's lots of great books out there: the Tiny Habits, Atomic Habits, Habits for Highly Effective People. There's some great literature now and the science of habit making, so you can become effective and successful person. And we all know now that the effective, successful people are the sum of their power habits. So creating tiny power habits is a way to create your dream life and dream self one step at a time without effort. So a little bit on habits. Habits is initially we need will. So the human will is a human skill. We can improve our will to do something, and this gives us momentum and esteem and self-belief. So initially we need will to start the process of habit building and escape the velocity of the norm. So initially it's not normal. Initially it's unfamiliar. So, but then when we create the habit, and after about 30 days it takes to actually becomes automated. So then you don't have to think about it at all, and it becomes a habit, as we know. So just as a really big tip here, discipline, I reframed my word of discipline, and it helps me, reminds me every day that initially we need will and discipline and discipline as a reframe is holding your wants and desires in sight. So remembering them and aligning your actions with those desires. So we need to know why. So first of all, I advise you or inspire you to make a list of 5 habits and wants that you want to start doing, and 5 habits that you want to stop doing. And I suggest that you pause the video and do that right now. So now, how do we introduce a new habit? Well, the best way to introduce a new habit is doing it at the same time, and it helps to replace an initial or an already in place habit. So you can replace a bad habit, for example, with a good habit. So then what we do is we visualize what we see in our mind. First is setting the roadmap for the body. So we visualize ourselves doing the habit and the outcome that we will get when we do it. So for example, if we want to start a new habit of walking every day, as I suggested in my previous videos for painless living, a habit building for painless living, we do the exercise, the gentle exercise every morning at the same time, and start developing a habit, visualizing it first. So we do the steps, the detailed steps of going out, putting on our shoes, going out, walking, enjoying the walk, and then coming back and feeling great or better. So it's important to do the habit of the day, the same time and the same day, every day for 30 days. And there's a great tip here that I have implemented, that you start tracking your habit. So you start writing down, if you tracking them, you write down if they did the new habit for the next 30 days. And you also, the great tip here is list a friend. So ask a friend of yours or someone in this group to help keep you support and accountable for your new power habit. And also the important thing here is use of power words. So for example, when you're doing your new habit, you say, I love it when I eat that fresh fruit or apple, or I love it when I am walking and creating a movement momentum in my body. So or I feel grateful to myself when I do this. So these are actually power words that create positive feeling and emotion in the body when you're doing the action, which basically links it to the body in a positive way. So usually what happens in the first initial when you start a new habit, you will hit resistance around day 10 or 15, sometimes a little bit earlier, sometimes a little bit later, depending on the person. So you just have to remember when we hit resistance, which is the kind of gravity, the habit gravity pulling us back to the old habits and not wanting something new and not the new, we need to remember why. So why do we want that habit? Why do we want that power habit? The power habit, for example, of the emotional habit of increasing our gratitude in our day is going to give me more feelings of more gratitude and more gratefulness to other people and myself, and generally expand that feeling and emotion, which is going to increase my positivity, it's going to reduce my negativity, and I'm going to have a better, happier day. So you just say those things in the mirror. So while you're thinking about the habit and remembering all the things, the reasons why you want to do it, helps you get back on track, onto the why, and insight, and keeps you focused on and aligned with your deepest desires. So another tip is that also you can stack habits. So once you've created a morning habit, for example, I started a morning habit of exercise, and on top of that morning habit of exercise, I then tagged it or stacked it on top of my next to my grateful diary. It's gratefulness. So I now write, as I told you, that I write the great things that I'm grateful for in the morning, just after my exercise, and before that my habit of drinking a liter of water in the morning. So those are stacking power habits, and you will be amazed at how much that it's so much easier stacking them, because you've already created the habit there, and it takes 5 minutes each one, but then you just have 15 minutes of super habit rather than bad habits or whatever in the morning. So what else did I want to say today? Remember that you should introduce only one habit a month, unless it's a really small one, you can do two, but keep them going for 1 month, and then they become automated, and you can just congratulate yourself because your life will just get so much easier. So announce it below and commit to a new habit, and enroll somebody, a friend or someone in the group or me, to keep you supported over this 30-day period. And remember that it's only the will to do something is a skill that we develop, and also discipline is keeping aligned with the things that we want. So here's to our painless living. Keep in touch, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.